Okay, if you've been around for a while, you know that I like action figures. If you don't, I collect action figures. I want to talk about some complaints I've heard from the Marvel Legends community with this Spider-Man in comparison to this Spider-Man, and why they're all BS. So to establish, this is Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. This is Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man. People complain a lot about the shoulders on this Spider-Man, saying they prefer the shoulders and arms on this one. Yet, as an artist, as somebody who draws people all the time, this cuts a better silhouette because the shoulders are bigger and broad. And this is supposed to be a teenage body. This is supposed to be an adult. People say they also can't get more than 90 degrees on the arm bend. I don't have that problem. He actually gets more than Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. Also, just in terms of the double jointed elbows, bro has him beat by a lot. I didn't even crunch this double joint up all the way and he still has more of a bend than him. He also has a hole in the arm because of the web wings. People also like to talk about the fact that this guy has drop down hips, but the drop down hips are not implemented in a smart way because he doesn't have drop down hips and they're hitting the same kind of splits, which is still not enough for a Spider-Man figure, but he can go a little bit deeper. Like, bro just has the articulated toes to his name. Can't even look up. He can. Wanna know why he can't look up? Because the way the ball joint is implemented in his head is done poorly. I brought up the Kyle Rayner Green Lantern from McFarlane for this, but notice at the ball joint in his neck, it's at the top of the neck, and then the base of the ball joint is wide, then the upper part is small. The upper part doesn't really need to be small, but notice on the Spider-Man figure, you can't see the ball at the bottom. It's in the way base of the neck, so it can't really move that much. So if you look at Kyle Rayner, he can look up and it looks kind of natural. Look at Spider-Man, he can look up, there's a gap in his neck. And don't get me wrong, I love this figure. I don't regret purchasing him at all. But it kind of felt like a slap in the face that that's supposed to be the #1 goated Spider-Man. And then I get this guy and he is smacking him down. And I wouldn't have this opinion that I've sat so long with if the community didn't act like this was the best thing since sliced bread. Or act like the pieces from this figure are the best thing since sliced bread. It's not. They are engineered kind of poorly. Like you can even see in this picture, his bicep is just cut. It's a straight line. Versus Kyle Rayner's is cut towards the shape of the actual bicep muscle and triceps. Overall, this is just the better figure, and it comes with the gripping hands and webs. Also, people said this figure can't tilt its head, and he's tilting. He's tilting real good.